10-4, timing and scoring good, 0 is rolling. Fired up, Bandit Outlaw, fired up, Bandit Outlaw, roll off. Bandit Outlaw, roll off. Semi-pros, you should be in the grid or heading to the grid if you're not there yet.
So there you hear the call from Kyle McGowan, our race director here this afternoon. He is not wasting any time getting these fields of cars pulled off of pit road. Next up, going to be the Bandolero Outlaw Bandits here. Feature number 2, Finn Buckley started P1 last race. He's starting P1 again here for the second feature here tonight out of Waxhaw, North Carolina. Ellie Gossett in the second position. She's going to start outside row 1 out of Hilton Head, South Carolina. Thomas Moon and Allison Johnson in row number 2. Mason Lutz, Marty Roberts in row number 3. Laquan McCoy and Hunter Jordan in row 4, with Owen Zacharias and Joshua Culbreth in row number 5. So checking out more of the field. 19 cars here in the Outlaw Bandits. Bobby Mars and Jeffrey Beck in row number 6. Sarah Whitesell and Aiden Zydrich. I apologize, Aiden. I'm working on these names out of Raleigh, North Carolina. That's going to be row number 7. Ryan Likens and Chase Spalding in row number 8. Joshua Spine and Mason Roberts in row 9. Christopher Conrad going to round out our 19-car field here this evening out of Summerville, South Carolina. So, yeah, looking like a stacked field for the Outlaw Bandits here this afternoon for their second feature of the night. It is going to be an 8-lapper for these boys and girls out here. Ellie Gossett, Finn Buckley going to lead the front 2 rows. We saw them really step out to a healthy lead in the first feature of the night. So pace car light's going to be off. Daylight running out here at Charlotte Motor Speedway, but that is not going to hinder any type of racing action you're going to see. Still plenty of daylight out there on the track here as we get ever so closer to that 4 o'clock hour here on the East Coast. Thank you for joining us wherever you may be out there in the world. We certainly appreciate you stopping by here on US Legend Cars TV. So pace car going to head on down behind that pit wall. Cars are going to disappear for a little bit of a second behind the tunnel wall right there and come right back out. We're going to see that green flag waving. 8 laps here for the Outlaw Bandits. And green just like that for the big 19-car field, stacking up all the way through turns 1 and 2. The 15 washing up a little bit into the 9. They keep it steady. Saw a lot of damage there for the 81, who's also further on back here. Coming through 3, that's a big hit for the 19. A lot of cars stacking up right here. Have to imagine this is going to bring a full course caution, but they all might get it turned around. The car is coming out on to turn number 5. That's your leaders right there. That's Finn Buckley and Ellie Gossett. So they've still got some time to get it fixed up. We stay green. Still got a car out in the grass, though, out of turn number 3. So still a possibility we may see that full course caution, but we'll complete a lap before we do that, I do believe. Coming around the carousel now, Ellie Gossett out in front. So you can see how that little incident kind of changed the whole field. These two checked out here early on in the first lap. Still seeing that car out in the grass, though. Not hearing much from race control. Might be all right where they are at. So still staying green here. First lap in the books. 7 to go for the Outlaw Bandits feature 2, and there it is. Full course caution out here for the Outlaw Bandits. They're going to get this thing stacked up double wide again. 2 file back and back. And I don't know if they're going to have time to get this thing back green this time, but they're going to get it sorted out. Probably go through the track, run the straight or the short chute, and come right back again to get this thing back underway. Still got 7 laps to go here in the Outlaw Bandit division. So they're going to get the grid all sorted back up, and we'll get this thing kicked back off shortly.
Taking the short chute through, coming to the green next time by. One lap score.
So going through your field here as they turn those pace car lights off. We're going to get this thing back underway here shortly. Just a few more turns to go through before they see that green flag waving here once again at Charlotte Motor Speedway. The leader, Ellie Gossett, out in front of that 77 machine. Just to her outside, going to be Finn Buckley in the 16. Those two have been in a different zip code when it comes to running lap times here. They're about 3 seconds faster than the next fastest driver. Thomas Moon is that next fastest driver. He's sitting there in third in that 9 machine, looking good in that 9 car. Marty Roberts, third, sitting in fourth in that 55. And then Allison Johnson sitting in fifth. Hunter Jordan going to start in sixth. Owen Zacharias, seventh this time. Jeffrey Beck going to restart in eighth. Laquan McCoy starts in ninth this time by, with Sarah Weitzel in 10th. So coming back around turn 6, they're going to take that short shoot through and quickly get right back to that start-finish line where we will see that green flag waving once again at America's Home for Racing. So the Outlaw Bandits feature 2 going to get kicked back off here with Ellie Gossett and Finn Buckley out in front. So everybody going through turns 1 and 2 real wide. Still a side-by-side race out in front. Ellie Gossett, though, gets the edge over Finn Buckley. Don't count out Thomas Moon yet. He doesn't care what I have to say about lap times. He's feeling fast in that 9 machine right to the outside of Finn Buckley. Finn with the better spot, though, on the inside lane. Through this inner loop, the 16 going to take second. So the top 3 sorts itself out, led by Ellie Gossett there. And then the 81 of Hunter Jordan there, who we saw in a big wreck there in the first feature for these guys, coming up in fourth. So a great run for them, but a great battle here out in front. Ellie Gossett still side by side with Finn Buckley as they come down Redneck Hill through turns 7 and 8 towards that carousel. These young kids running the medium circuit, so they are having to work for it out here tonight. Right there, the battle for fifth, though, that's going to be the 65, it looks like. Making a big push. Might be the 55, actually. But right now, we got a pass for the lead. Finn Buckley takes it away from Ellie Gossett coming up through the chute. The 16 will lead the second lap of the race. 6 laps to go. Finn Buckley with a great time of 1:14.268 there on that last lap. It's going to be the difference maker on how he got by the 77. Just shows more speed through that last portion coming up through turn 11 here. Ellie's going to have to try and find a spot to take it back. Ellie showing great speed in that first feature here tonight. Showing great speed again here for feature number 2 for the Outlaw Bandits. Coming back out onto turn number 5 towards turn 6. Finn Buckley still out in front by about a car length over the 77 of Ellie Gossett. These two kind of checking out as they did in the first feature. Really the class of the field when it comes to the Outlaw Bandits here at the medium circuit here at Charlotte Motor Speedway's road course. Finn Buckley, though, really getting everything he can. Wide entry into that carousel and putting out about 2 more car lengths gap between him and Ellie Gossett as they come back towards the straight shoe here in the tunnel. So that's a look at Ellie Gossett sitting second. That's how far back she's got to Finn Buckley there in first here. We'll see if Ellie can make up some ground. We'll go take a look further on back, though. This is the battle between Thomas Moon and Hunter Jordan, a little bit further back from our leaders, but still a great battle nonetheless. Mentioned the 81 not too long ago. He had bodywork laying all over the track in that first feature. They got that car fixed back up here and fixed up right. That 81 really fast right now, trying to take a podium position from Thomas Moon. And then another battle, 3-car battle further on back here in the inner loop. That's going to be the 55 of Marty Roberts here and the 35 of Owen Zacharias, as well as the 15 of Allison Johnson. So all 3 of these drivers looking to make up some ground. 3 wide heading into turn 6. Wow. Man, typically that would not work right there, but with how small these cars are, you can almost fit 4 of them right there. Great racing as they got through turn 6, 3 wide. Got to say, that's probably the only 3 wide action we've seen all night long. Owen Zacharias going to take that spot. He moves up to 5th. And just as I say that, Allison Johnson now taking the spot, the inside line, but Zacharias going to have the speed going through turn 11 as he took the wider approach up through the tunnel. Allison doesn't care. She holds on to 5th in that 15. 4 laps to go for these drivers. here's the race that we were watching not too long ago. Thomas Moon spins it in turn 3, and that 9 going to lose third place to Hunter Jordan. Hunter going to take it away. We'll see if he can keep that car going. The 9 is back heading in the right direction, so we will stay green here. 4 laps to go for these guys. But right here, this is the battle for the lead. Finn Buckley still hanging on to it. Ellie Gossett wants it back in that 77 machine. Still about 3 or 4 car lengths separating the two as they go through the carousel. Only 3 laps to go once they come back to the start-finish line. Running out of time for Ellie Gossett to make up some ground. Flying through the tunnel right there. That's the 16 of Finn Buckley. Getting a good look at him, putting down some really good lap times. Just put down the best lap of the race, a 109.254. That will be the fastest time. But right now, don't look. That 77 gets a good run out of 2, down towards 3. They're going to be nose to tail as they go into turn 3 in the inner loop. There is a race to be had between Finn Buckley and Ellie Gossett. The 77 really trying to use all of the track. You can tell she's a little bit higher up on the lanes, trying to use all the real estate she can. She's out in the paint right now, running in the red and white stripes. Comes down, cuts down here. Really gets a good run down Redneck Hill. It's going to get close to Finn Buckley again here. Coming up back towards the carousel. Still 1 or 2 car lengths separating our 2 leaders. And like I said, they are in a completely different zip code than the rest of the field. The third place car just now entering the carousel, which they just got through. So Finn Buckley, Ellie Gossett, it's a 2-horse race as they come through turn 11 up through the tunnel here, taking the stripe to see. 2 laps to go for the Outlaw Bandit second feature of the night.
Full course caution, full course caution, full course caution, full course caution. Everyone backing down. Full course caution, backing down.
So a full course caution you heard there from Kyle McGowan here as that race was really picking up here. Not seeing it from the broadcast booth and really having a tough time seeing it from our cameraman Andrew Perdue's perspective too atop the tower. But nonetheless, full course caution is out with 2 laps to go. That is going to shake things up quite a bit as Finn Buckley and Ellie Gossett were really going at it there.
All right, everyone, nice and slow, nice and slow.
So seeing there goes Ellie Gossett. So that'll be our first 2 drivers. And then there goes Hunter Jordan, who was running 3rd at the time. Allison Johnson will restart in 4th. So looking like my racing standings on my screen show the 35. Yep. Edwin Zacharias will start 5th.
35, 55, 9, 95.
Marty Robertson 6th. Thomas Moon is going to fall all the way back to 7th after his spin in turn 3 a few laps back. Jeffrey Beck will restart in 8th. Joshua Culbreth in 9th, and Laquan McCoy
After the
will restart in 10th.
It'll be the 22X60, 21, 39, 3, 38, 21R.
So the drivers get gridded
Fire
back
roll
up.
Off, fire them up, roll off, everyone. Fire them up, roll off.
Get them fired back up and rolling here because as I look out the windows, we are starting to lose a daylight here just past 4:20, 4:21 to be exact here on the East Coast. Sunset usually around 5 p.m. So 2 laps left here for the Outlaw Bandits. Then we got 2 more classes after that, Semi-Pro and Young Lions. Those will be 2 10-lap features each.
16, 77,
Have to imagine we will have no problem getting in
35.
tonight's festivities here at America's home for racing here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. So a beautiful evening had out here in Concord, North Carolina, and who doesn't love some racing in January? So this winter heat, definitely a popular one for a lot of these guys that are just kind of bored in the off season. So a lot of these people are going to take these 3 weeks and going to have fun with them for this winter heat series. for the U.S. Legend Cars Tour. So definitely check them out on U.S. Legend Cars TV. We're going to have each and every one of them next week and the week after that too. But yeah, it's going to be some great action for the next couple of weeks here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. So while they get this thing sorted out, waiting to see those pace lights go off. Opting to take the short shoot there. A late decision, but nonetheless, pace car driver nails it, still makes it, and brings the field on down. They're going to double up and get ready to go green next time by.
16 right, 77 left, opposite of the car in front of you. Let's go, drivers. We are lights out, coming to green next time by. We are lights out, coming to green next time by. Drivers, it'll be a green-white checkered. Green-white checkered. The time flag will be displayed as you take the green. The next flag will end this race.
So there you hear it from our race director, Kyle McGowan, here tonight. Next flag will end it. We got a green-white checker in front of us with 2 laps to go, a natural green-white checker. But regardless of what flag it flies, if we see another caution, that will lock the finishing order up as they run. So Finn Buckley going to try and bring it around 2 more times to come away with a win here. Ellie Gossett sitting there in second. Hunter Jordan with a heck of a run here in this second feature after some trouble there in the first. He's running P number 3. Allison Johnson in fourth with Owen Zacharias there in the 35 machine in fifth place. Lights are off the pace car. We're going to get this thing kicked off in a few turns as they're going to take that short shoot after turn number 6 for feature number 2 of the Outlaw Bandits here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. So great racing between our leaders there before that caution came out, and hopefully it picks right back up where we left off. Both of these drivers seem to know each other very well, wanting to win over the other. Who's it going to be? Is it going to be the 16 or the 77? You see him waving them off there. Pace car going to head down behind the wall. They're going to head behind the wall and come right back out here with the green flag here at Charlotte Motor Speedway for the Outlaw Feature 2 for the Outlaw Bandits. And they get it underway. Green flag is back out here. 2 laps to go. Everybody gets through that first portion cleanly. The 9 almost making contact there with the 55, but they stay clean. The focus on the leaders, Finn Buckley and Ellie Gossett still nose to tail heading through turns 3. Ellie falling back a little bit from Finn, but still right there. Wow, that was Owen Zacharias there. The 35 gets really wide, still maintaining third, coming back onto the oval, or the Roval, excuse me. 35 will be in third, but out in front, it's still going to be Finn Buckley coming around turn number 6 right here. Ellie Gossett taking a peek to the inside, still paying attention right here to the battle for 5th. Allison Johnson trying to hang on over the 55 of Marty Roberts, the 3rd. And that's Thomas Moon in the 9, who was in the top 3 a few laps ago. He's trying to make up as much ground as possible, but still unable to get by Marty Roberts this time by. But our leaders coming up through turn number 11. They're coming back up the tunnel to see 1 lap to go this time by. And that is going to be all it takes. You saw Hunter Jordan there opting to go off the track, so some problems there for the 81. His night's going to end up short here, but Thomas Moon still making some ground up, going by the 55. But there's our leaders. That's the battle for the win here on the last lap. Finn Buckley out to about 7 car lengths between him and Ellie Gossett. So Finn hitting his marks there through the inner loop. Coming back out onto the Roval here where it can get really dicey. Goes all the way out to the paint, using all the track to really lower the angle of which he's got to turn that wheel to go through turn 6. Coming down Redneck Hill, still looking smooth for the 16's. Got a healthy margin between him and Ellie Gossett's. Just got to nail this carousel of one of the last tough turns on this Charlotte Motor Speedway road course here. He's going to hang it real wide out there. Has 1 turn left, coming back to the stripe. It's going to be Finn Buckley as he comes back up through the tunnel. No problems as he sees that checkered flag And he is a winner for the second feature here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. So your top 10 for the Outlaw Bandits there for their second feature. Finn Buckley, your winner there. He's going to take home the trophy. Ellie Gossett comes home in second. Owen Zacharias with a heck of a run there. Comes up to third after restarting fifth there on that last restart. Allison Johnson fourth. Thomas Moon in fifth. Joshua Culbreth in sixth. Marty Roberts the third comes home in seventh. Jeffrey Beck comes home eighth. Laquan McCoy in ninth. And rounding out the top 10 will be Christopher Conrad in the 3 machine. So a great run by all those drivers here tonight. And look, we got some semi-pros coming up next.